What is up, guys? These slides here back in the video. So in this video I'll be teaching you how to make a space map. Don't know how to describe that, but I'll show you. First up, just make a new presentation, and then for like the planets or stars, just make some small spheres. Make it yellow. Move the thickness. Also make the background black. Now with those spheres, just place them around. I just like duplicating a lot. Then just start spreading them around. This step probably will take the longest out of any of the steps. The bigger you make them, the easier it is to do. And just like spreading them out. I don't like normally stacking them, so there's several fit. You want to just get a pretty good consistency of star, planets, stuff. So while you're doing this step, just want to make sure that they're, semi-evenly spread apart, and it's nowhere it's too clumped up. You can have like planets next to each other or stuff, but just nowhere it's too desolate or too packed, unless that's part of like the lore of the world or whatever. And something you can also do is just like group or take a big chunk and then just like flip it, and then you can place it down and then kind of move it around slightly. That's a quick way to fill in large spaces, or just spaces, by using other pre-existing planet clumps. Yeah, maybe not that big. I'll just take this clump, bring that there. The space is looking pretty empty. Okay. Maybe just a few more up here. Oh, not that. And okay, there we go. So once you're happy with all the planet coverage and stuff, next step is just to make the borders. So what I normally like to do is just kind of put it in the middle, or just kind of snake them close to other planets' borders, and have it kind of like go around planets and make it really squiggly. And make sure whenever you're doing these that they don't end up touching, like just right past it, and there will be blank space in between the different empires or space stuff. And just spreading them out. You can just do as many as you want, or as few. I'm just gonna go for maybe 5, 6, 7. It just depends on how many you want. And make sure to not leave any not covered. And that's another one. I don't like how close that is to a planet. Make sure there's a good amount of leeway between the different planets. And I'll just kind of mess that one up. Way too much space. And just to see, I misclicked there and there. Okay, I'll send that back to the front. But the squigglier, the better. Kind of like doing more traditional fantasy maps. And yeah, I'll probably just do like 2 more here just to get the last islets. And yes, just leave a bit more room there. And then the final one. Okay, next step is for these is to set, so there should be a 4 border thickness, and just create a color. So I'll just use like a dark green for this. Oh, dark green. Next step, you just have the same color used for the border thickness, but you click on custom colors, and just make it like 50 opacity, and it creates like a nice little cool border outline. So just repeat. So I'll have a red, quickly, I'm just gonna make sure they all have a border thickness that has a red color. So for there, I use the same one, but I just make a 50% border trim. This one can be yellow, and you get the idea. You just pick the color, do the same one, and do a 50 border trim. Like a blue, and then make that 50. You can kind of play around with some of the settings, like 50, 40. Normally I like doing the bright colors. Don't have an orange yet. I'll just, and last one, I don't really have a, what don't I have? I can do a dark blue for this one. And 50 border thickness. And for this one, I'll do a white. And just 50%. And there you go. You could just leave it at this, but, you know, just kind of bland. So I just like making flags for these. Oh, they're not really flags. So, like, for the fantasy maps, you do coat of arms, because that's more time period accurate, and it looks more old. Other ones you can do flags, but since this is like a space map, and, you know, probably flags aren't, you know, used, or wouldn't be, I like doing circles for these. So just quickly design some flags with their main color, and just try to keep the color scheme going. It doesn't have to be that complicated of a flag, but and you can go overlapping a bit. It doesn't have to be that precise, but I am gonna just shrink it down along the border. I'll make, just make that a bit bigger. Now that you have all of your flags made, just copy them, drag them on there, just scale them down to a reasonable size. That's not too big. And then just start placing them on there. Kingdom, or the country. Try not to cover any stars with it. And that's, you know, looking pretty good with it. Just flags. I guess they wouldn't really be flags, but okay. Now you can come up with names, but for the sake of this video, I'll just be demonstrating. So you just try to want to come up with titles, like something, or like the name, then type of government. So I'll go with like Green Republic, and then scale these with them. For these, I normally try to do like just like a nice font like that or something. Bold it and just scale it way down. And just make it like the darkest form of that color normally, and have like for the border thickness, I like to do like a light of the same color. Actually, you try to use like the same the same color you use for the border thickness, or border. Red Empire. These are just examples. Obviously, you should come up with better names if you're actually going to use this for something. But I'm not, so I don't really care what this, or how the name's sound. Yellow, and just try to add like different titles and different government types. Yellow, Empire, Republic, oh, no. Kingdoms, another one you can do. And just like dark yellow. Purple, Democracy. Anyway, you get the idea. And just keep using the color. And yep. White. So oligarchy is another government type. Oh, that is common. Orange. Public democracy. You can use others, like, or you can repeat some. So, kingdom, I'll do another one. And, you know, just the border trim, the same one, and for that, just make it a bit darker. This will be, I'll call that blue and the other one cyan. I know it's not exactly cyan, but just for the sake of naming. This will be blue, empire, I think we need another empire. And border color, and just a nice dark color. And this seems like a republic. Cyan, republic. Let me just quickly see what that's at. Oh, nope. Okay. There you go. This is how you do a space map. Z sides out.